I hope that you've been reading chapter 1, inside one of My Life Inside a Nine-Sided Ping Pong Ball. Alright, it's up for this group to see. Maybe you haven't yet. I would like to give you some background information about it and also how I researched it. So obviously when I was born, I can't remember that. Funny. That's why I've got in sepia, by the way. Doesn't it look cool? It's kind of a statement, isn't it? And so I had to go back and try and find out, some facts. Like, for example, what was the day like when I was born? There's a lot of old weather forecast information that you can find out. And so I did that research. I also researched what it was like for a woman coming in to have, to give birth to a baby where she would never see the baby again, and why society did that. That took quite a while because there wasn't a lot of people that talked about it, and there certainly wasn't a lot of information that was publicised about it or published about it. So I had to dig deep into records and talk to a few people that knew of a few things going on at that time. It certainly wasn't pretty for the woman. It wasn't pretty for the baby either, but the women were kept in the dark, and they were literally told, or many women were told, that the babies had died. So evidently they'd had a baby and it died. Evidently I was meant to have had a hole in the heart. Go figure. Maybe it just had a broken heart, I'm not sure. But for whatever reason, the research there was quite deep. And then I had to find out, there was old army buildings that were that housed the hospitals back then. So National Women's Hospital, as it was known, was originally in some 1940s American Army ex-hospital buildings, and that was until the National Women's Hospital new building was built and opened in 1964. But the Army Hospital is huge, so it's not there anymore. But the original shots and photos that I've found, there's masses of different buildings. So what I think has happened is that I was taken from the birthing centre to one of those buildings, and the photos that I can see and I found would support that. So I guess each army building contained, I don't know, patients or several babies or whatever. I think in each room there must have been around 20 or 30 babies. So yeah, it was pretty different back in those days. Other research that I've done is about just about the people that were there and what they would have been like. Did they think that what they were doing was right? Did they have an ability to have their own thoughts? And if so, were they ever listened to? I mean, I don't know. It's taken me a lot of research just to get to this stage, and it's possibly one of the most important books particularly in this section. The main thing I want to say too is that if people find something in this that they can relate to, well, this is where I come in. So I'm happy to talk with anybody about these situations. I've been through them. As you can see, I'm still alive, and I will help anybody overcome issues the same as I have had. I guess that's one of the reasons for the book. But of course the other reason is I want to make some money out of it. Come on, let's be honest here. So what we're doing is we're having some merchandise. Now trust me, this merchandise is going to be rather cool. Okay, there's going to be two lines. One is my life inside a 9-sided ping pong ball, and sort of looking at the sides and that. So I'm getting a designer to look at that. And the other one is the Inspire series. Well, what can be better than something about Inspire? You're wearing a shirt on Inspire. It doesn't have to be just a t-shirt. It could be like a polo or something like that. Or maybe in the bed, maybe a tattoo. I don't know. But anyway. So there's going to be some merchandising. Now, if you're looking at this, I want you to put your hand up and say, yeah, Peter, I'm going to support this book by the merchandising. Okay? I don't see anybody saying no. So I would ask you to please support this book and please support the cause by getting something in the merchandising area. Now that will be out, I hope, this week, and you'll be able to order. We're looking at a New Zealand supplier, and it should be a lot of fun. Basically, let's inspire each other. Read the book, get the merchandise, and I'm always free for a chat. So long, take care. Here's to my life inside a 9-sided ping pong ball.